If you're talking, can't hear you, Banana.
Can you hear me now? Can you
Yep.
hear? Oh, now you can hear me. Okay, somehow my button on my thing got done here. What I was saying was, holy cow, how hard I had to push up SPY, and I had my analysis put me at about 7,700 SPY as a realistic target, which I talked to you guys about this morning. But things got a little out of hand. Uh, and what's interesting is we had the VIX pull down, but the VIX is staying at bay here at the 4 hour 9. So we are, you know, definitely being held back here. I feel a little artificially because I feel this move is a little bit out of character for what we are expecting here, unless earnings tonight and tomorrow are going to just be absolutely insane. Um, just on the spotlight for what's coming tomorrow, news-wise for Catalyst, we have ADP, employment change, which sometimes we have PMI for ISM at 10 o'clock. So we have 9:45 global composites PMI for the S&P, and then 10 o'clock. So really 10 o'clock ISM services PMI, that might be this one might come in a little hot. I think I had said last week maybe that we see a little bit more inflationary data coming in. So to be concerned a little bit about that, especially with a giant push like this. We got plus 14 over today. We have plus 10 I think yesterday, something like that. Anyway, um, and yeah, keep moving. Yeah, T triple Q target was on target. That's great. And but yeah, I mean we are cranking here. So every little pullback that looks like something here, I'm gonna switch over to 1 minute. So give it a little. Every little pullback that looks like something is nothing. This was our biggest pullback of the day, our biggest movement, which was live on Ginja's show. That was a good one run there. The response was that kind of floppy candle that popped up. Yeah, this is too tight for you guys to see it all, but overall, look at the trend, right? Here was me this morning. Let's follow this trend here. I sold on the uptick here from here to here. I did very well on that, but obviously those contracts I sold at 313. They are 1292. So multiply that times 100 contracts. That makes a difference in the day. Still up 20% for the day, 2156 for the day, but this would have been phenomenal if I could have held through this, which I would have if we weren't right at the open. My early sell scenario is always related to the SMAs being able to help carry me through in an unknown area. And the unknown is when the market opens. We don't have a whole lot of time to decipher direction. Despite my conviction and confirmations, uh, getting zero DT contracts off your plate is always objective number one. That should always be your first objective when you own a zero DTE contract, is to sell it. So taking the nice spike here after holding that from 6 a.m., which was pretty long for a zero DTE, 6 a.m. all the way to 9:30, and then exiting out because there was no real support underneath here to suggest that we couldn't flip the other way. My loss, unfortunately. Had I left it, obviously, I would have let this 5 minute 9 take me. None of this would have scared me. I don't get scared by this. When it gets like this, too, just a quick regurgitation of lessons learned already, but you see the expansion of the 5 minute 9 here versus the 5 minute 20 underneath. So the 5 minute 20 is slower to grow while the 5 minute 9 is higher, and they get further apart here. So they're further apart. So at this point, if we had a breach of the 5 minute 9 like here, but then we started opening candles below, I might not have let the 5 minute 20 hold me. That's a personal decision. It's a risk decision. Zero DTEs play a lot in that factor too, so you can't just overly assume things. But as we continue going up, right here at this breach, look at this. Now we're much, much closer. So now it starts to make more sense. And we start having some structural pivot levels from Ginger's indicator. So this looks more like support bounce possibilities. So it would have been nice to be up here. And obviously that was the only 2 touch points on the 5-minute 9. So yes, I would still be in that contract if it wasn't for the fact that I had owned it here and bought in and had to exit out of just simple rules that I have in terms of 0DTs in the open. So just kind of overviewing you guys how I handle some of these trades. What's bringing us up here? I think we've got a lot of a lot of uh, earnings predictions, a lot of geopolitical thoughts. This is definitely a high run. Oil is at 75, so nice 5 point off the midline of introducing into geopolitical concern. But nothing is forever here. We're up 134 points on ES right now, and it's not free. We get these gains. We gotta have pullbacks to support them. We've all been in the runs before where they just go forever, especially from beginning of April on up, which was phenomenal to be able to be in. But when they're missed, they feel very, very frustrating. So this was hopefully one that we were all in. I've given you guys plenty of targets for this week on what expectations were, and here we are. So let's just look at this on a daily level for SPY and just look how ridiculous this is. So yes, consolidation. We finally broke out of consolidation. We pushed up above the trend line here. We are not quite at the April trend. That would, if I drew that trend line for you, you'd understand. So even if I try to catalyze that a little bit, let's just do this. I'll try to make it a little bit smaller. So that is not even close to that angle yet, but we do have potential to reincorporate or rejoin that level is a possibility all the way here up towards 800, which isn't off the table, by the way. This kind of a run puts those types of things in realistic reach, but we do have to take this consolidation. This is a heavy consolidation into configuration. We have to look at the trend that we lost, that downtrend top channel here. We were in these other channels that, if you can recall, I'm just going to go to the brush mode here. So we had channels going up like this that we were in. We were duplicating those. We had the downtrend channels here, downtrend channel again here, downtrend channel again here. So can we take this uptrend channel and bring it back over here and apply it? And the answer is no, because it's going to look something like oh, that's not even accurate enough here. Oh, let me pull that off. I need to grossly exaggerate this a little bit to make my point, of course, but here we go. So this would be that channel right here like this. You can see we skipped that. So we are way up and beyond here. The only sense of reality that we have on a pushback here is this trend line here covering the tops to confirm the breakout. This is a absolute super strong breakout. We will confirm the failed breakdown upon reaching this level 753.99, 754 with the daily 9, which looks like that could occur at the current growth rate here, probably close of day or even tomorrow. So that will confirm the failed breakdown, which will give us ample support here to support any back tests on this trend line coming down here. So that's all good stuff. What could change all of this? Well, the big changes that we could see could happen geopolitically. Obviously, there's earnings potential opportunity for problems here as well. Pushing it, but all of this needs to just be we need to settle it down a little bit so that we can push forward. I like this. It's not sustainable to grow at this level. So what I want to do now is I have to formulate a channel around all this nonsense so that we can actually build something to work off of. A lot more work from me, but I actually enjoy it because it gives us a great spot here to run from and look at. You can't chase this, although if you did, you would have made a fortune today. Unfortunately, it's just not realistic to chase. So we're gonna have to hold back on that. Red Eye, you need something? Oh, okay. No,
Sorry about that. I
you're
thought I was
fine.
off.
You're fine. We'll bring this over to the Qs too. Qs trying to catch up here. We have this flat top here that I built based upon rejection areas in here. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. So we've got 4 rejection areas here. This is really more of, this line is a lot thicker than this. I should probably give you a second end of that, which is kind of right here-ish. So let's talk about this as like a shaded area, which would be even better. Why can't I do that? I'm not going to waste your time here. But we're in it. So we're in the kind of rejection area here, the difficult range here. So we need to topple out on top of the 725-ish roughly for the Qs to push out, where we can then start to see ATHs and the like. But this trend line down here that we broke out of, you can see we clearly opened at the level and pushed on up and then broke into the structure barrier. This is a structural barrier here in order to push us through the breakout here. So hopefully this kind of closes out in there. It's very, very feasible. We see that today. I mean, believe it or not, that's a possibility. So getting up to 725-ish here for the Qs is possible. Back tests are also feasible here as well. I haven't seen a lot of action on NVIDIA in terms of proving the day. It's got some, we've got almost 5 points, and that's probably steady, and that's kind of what I've always been saying is I want it to kind of give us that nice steady growth. Soxel's ripping, 24 points up right now as well. So this is all possible here as we go. So is the back test. So please beware of the back test. Short-term contracts, take your money, recycle, input new contracts to take the run so that any pullbacks there, they'll look red, but your account will be green. That's the whole point of those. So short-term contracts need to be recycled, especially at this point here. Longer-term contracts, you know how to play those if you're in them. If not, you need to talk to me so we can make sure that you guys are stable. So here is Soxel on the 4-hour. This is our 24-hour chart now. You can clearly see we've defeated the breakdown up on this level. We still have a long way to go to get the larger breakdowns here for Soxel. Obviously targeting around 200 and 220 in that range. We've still got some places to be. But you remember yesterday we talked about Soxel having to defeat out this trend line right here. This was going to be the target. We slipped a day. Here we are, and we have the breakout. So pretty accurate in terms of following through with expectations. We now have trend right here. We've got our daily 9 right at the door knocking for the trend line there to push us on through. So that is going to help. The 4-hour 50 cross is going to help, and the 4-hour 20 up right underneath us in a look how tight this is right now. They're both about to go vertical. That is super helpful as well. So we've got a trifecta of support pushing on through, and the monthly 9 obviously in the right direction here. So this is all positive. Look, guys. AI isn't going away. You guys know it's not going away. AI is, we had this pullback here because of the massive earnings nonsense and everything else. But when I look across everywhere, I look at analyst reviews, I look at earnings pieces, I look at all the different data points that I can find, and I have. I have a massive book of information that I try to go through pretty much on a daily basis and check boxes and push needles and draw charts and things to try to get us to the next level here. None of this was bad. It's just we have the overreaction and the unsteadiness of what is looking like a clearly unsustainable path of growth for an industry that nobody knows anything about yet. And the antithesis is the truth. We are growing. We are going higher. It is real. We can do that number. And companies like Microsoft proved that we can actually do that and make profit with that. So that was good. I thought Apple would have shown that. They didn't, but they're recovering now, so they will. And they'll be behind. And the guys that are on the front lines, like Meta and Google and the such that got the beatings for their AI spend, they're going to be exponentially faster growers than Microsoft and the others because they're putting more heavy lifting now and less concentration on profitability, more concentration on growth and push. So they're experimenting. They're doing a lot more things with this. They're integrating it in what I do for you guys. I realized I spent a fortune in AI, and I didn't really intend to ever. But to be able to manage all the data and put all the things and take handwritten chicken scratch notes and data points and stuff like that and put it all together so that I can present it to you guys, it's a lot of work. It probably would take me 2 or 3 weeks to do a day's worth of work for you guys without it. That's how big of a load it is, but that's how great AI is in order to bring that all together. Now, most industries have some exposure to this, and there are others that are completely untouched as of yet. But I'm telling you, the analysts aren't wrong here, and I don't like to support analysts because most of them are really, really lazy. But they're not wrong here. We are in the midst of a massive growth spurt. Is it going to happen today, this week? Is Soxal going to 1,500 by the end of September? No, no, none of this is what I'm trying to say. What I'm just trying to say is, anytime you see a pullback in this industry for right now, it's all bullshit. It's all back test, testing the waters, being making sure fear's in check, putting everybody in line, but you have to manage that in such a way where you're not going to be burned by it. So contracts can kill you here. The owning shares won't, right? Left to right, always up. Stocks only go up. That's just the golden rule of Wall Street. No, but in all seriousness, they will go up. And using leverage indices like Soxal here to grow is awesome. But don't hinder yourself by putting it all in contracts. Make sure you kind of do duplicitously with shares. I know some of you the collar and it's double collar. Just keep some share base in there to keep you at a recovery level. Keep your contracts out nice and long so that we can recover from them. You don't need the massive growth on the short-term run for Soxal to be a big winner here. To be honest with you, a double here, even in shares, would do very well for anybody, depending upon how much they push in there. So just enjoy this. This is going to be good. So we've got a good week here as well. I think that tomorrow is going to bring us some strength as well through some of these earnings pieces. We do have a little bit of the catalyst I told you about on the news cycle that we have to worry about from an inflationary standpoint, but that's all right. Game's not over, right? We're still going here. So, all right. So Soxal, again, just the last piece of this is we have these circled areas mostly pointing to the back history here and the play here. We've cleared it, right? So the path is cleared. We do have some resistance to get through in this range here, and then we have kind of this area of unknown growth in terms of I can't tell if we're going to go vertical or we're going to go slow consolidation and through it, but we're getting close to that now here too. So on the lookout. So liking where we are here with all of this. Glad we got here quickly. Cautiously optimistic about everything going forward. Just plan your trades now. In the euphoric times, make plans for when it's not so that you guys are good. I hope most everybody has accounts in much better shape than they were hitting the bottom here, and we can cycle through that privately with you guys. All right, MU, same thing. MU's looking at the breakout here as well. Not as much a reaction, although we got 70 points on the board, which is excellent. MU doesn't have far to go to win the breakout number. We're 980-ish here, and we are currently at 897. So that's one or two more days of current growth trajectory to be able to accomplish that. So I like this name for high growth. If you're looking for a individual, and if you're looking for shares, this is awesome. There is a leveraged ticker for this as well. I forget it off the top of my head. I don't play it. But yeah, there's definitely other ways to play this other than just the straight single shares. If somebody knows it, they can post it in the thing. Otherwise, I'll do it at the end of the call. All right, back to CRDO. Where'd it go? There we go, up there. So CRDO has taken out the breakdown. First level anyway. First level of the breakdown. The 24-hour, 4-hour 9 is coming back up here. V-shaped recovery. We've seen all this. This consolidation was the concerning part I had. We've broken out from there. We're now in a good range. We're trading again $23 on the day. This is a lot of fun. And when you see wicks like this is why. Because you get that back test down to the 4-hour 9 here, and then the burst back up, and you get to capture 23 points of growth in a single day on contracts, which is why I like to scalp and day trade CRDO. I've been saying that a lot lately. So anyway, this one just did phenomenally here. Again, I would be a little cautious into tomorrow. We've hit the cap here. You can see across here we've at definitely at a point of contention. Here's some static. Here's some static. Right? See the yellow dotted line. This is current price. So static, consolidation, top out, current price. All right, so this is a caution area. I exited all my contracts here on CRDO just to see how we handle this in anticipation of buying back on any back tests or buying a little bit higher after we clear the level. So all of my CRDO is, from a contract standpoint, is gone. But we do have massive support. Everything from a trend perspective and from an analytics perspective pushes us up higher. But when we hit major resistance points, I just have a rule and I let it go. And I'll jump back in once we're ready to prove that point here too again. So nice look at how beautiful that trade was today. Shoot back down on your shorts. Clear the bottom as you get close to the 9 here. Start seeing it pick back up, run it, and then just hold it on through. And now we get to the top point, we see some flattening. We don't need CRDO on the annual, but I will give you this one last data point on it because it's important for this particular one. We had this beautiful trend line up from April for CRDO. It's one of the cleanest ones on the whole cohort for AI and data centers. This is where we lost it. We tried to get it back and lost it. Here we are again. We're about to try to grab it back again. So once we get above this trend line and start pumping here, that's going to put us back on this trajectory. So we want to take that, let it back test it and hold it, and then we can run. So that's a great move for CRDO. I know we're at 241, target all-time high is 308. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it soon. We've got about a week and a half, 2 weeks before we've got a decision to make on the downside. Everything's pushing a little faster too, so I've got some new calculations I got to run tonight based upon everything that happened today. But yeah, CoreWeave. Look at that. 24-hour 9 is above the breakdown here. We are above the channel. We have our next breakdown level is 90.34, which we are past that one. And the next one here is 98. And then ultimately, we're trying to get to the top here at the 122 range, 120, 130, actually 124. So 124 is the target here for CRWV. I feel much more confident here in this now that we've had the consolidation and the breakout. We've broken out from these key levels here to give us that short-term push, and we're away from the channel. This is 2 days. 2 days ago, I was not. So this has definitely changed today and yesterday. Massive run over these 2 days. How can you not? 20 points. But we still got 20 points or more to go, too. So let's take a look at this. I would venture to say that entries. Let me just bring down a scale here first. Okay. Nice, steady, slow growth here. Trying to look at that 30-minute 9. Held us in today. Held us in yesterday. That was kind of a good run there too. Oh, hey, Ginger. I didn't see you were there. I can add you back in the channel there like that. Oh no, you.
That's good. Don't worry about it. I'm just listening.
Oh, okay, gotcha. No, I saw your camera on, left it on.
It was on, yeah.
I
just
turned
turned it
you.
off.
I turned you off because I knew you weren't here, so that I didn't want you to be
Yeah.
recorded when we were looking at it. But okay, so CoreWeave here on the 30-minute 9. So backtest of this might prove to be a good run here for CoreWeave to continue on. We do have 94.32 as a target today to close above, which would give us kind of a little bit of a buffer from the daily 50 and push us on up. That would get us across. I mean, look at what we've conquered here with this. This is just massive, but it's all done in 2 days too. That's what always makes me leery of these things. But never be afraid of trend and never be afraid of conviction when something's taking off like this. The only things that can warp these things are catalysts of a negative kind, which we do have some looming over us. But regardless, I'm going to say if you want to look for an entry, let's look for 30-minute 9 here, back test. A little bit of strength here into that back test so that we can see a rebound and see that buyers are still there, and then I would want to keep myself above that monthly 9 if at all costs. That monthly 9 is above this breakdown point here too, so that's going to be a good spot for us to stay safe from. All right, AMD. This is a big one for today. So what I did this morning, and I think Big Daddy pointed out too. Is this a straddle? And yeah, this is definitely a straddle. Here's the tough point, like we always get to. You got contracts that are up, I don't know, 85% right now for the day after entry, and we're we're going to walk into this earnings with an unknown. So, uh, the pragmatist takes profit and or recycles. So what I'm going to do is, for the first time ever, I'm going to actually exit my contracts. I'm going to buy another straddle, okay, to offset at the close though. I'm going to do it right at the close. So see if we get any shenanigans right there, and let it pay for itself. So this way I put some profit in the bag, and I will take the other leg, save the other leg, and I will enter a new call leg in at the close, regardless of where we are, to take the upside there, or I'll lose it and then let the put side take over. But no reason not to recycle that call leg now at profit point here, because yeah. All right, so yeah, because it's been a nice run here, but we still have a ways to go. AMD here. This has been one that we've been pushing around a little bit. It took its bath right here to get its consensus down, and get everything back into place. We still are looking for this to get up to 1200 at some point in time, probably in next year, mid to late next year. So we've got some room here, and I think this could show us how earnings. AMD is the one that could show us how earnings are supposed to be done. So as far as AI and chip usage and this sector for semis is concerned, let's hope that AI pulls a rabbit out of the hat and makes this good. I'm pulling the exit off the board because this is a risk on play. You're playing both sides of the story here. There's no reason to join a single leg unless you know something I don't know, and you are fearless. So that's how there. Tesla has a turnaround today, which was good. I know earlier we hit close to Ginger's targets, and then we had a back test of the 24-hour 9 here. Push
Still
back.
in, still in.
Still in, good. Test still in, right? Because it was only a back test and didn't lose support. So still in and pushing back up high, hitting 327 in the last hour, and continuing on up here. But you look at this from a a 5-minute on the 5-minute chart here, and you can see that it's really, really steady and smooth today. So not a whole lot from Tesla. Tesla has calmed down a lot. There will be some effects on the close today with SpaceX, as we said, but overall this looks good. I actually liked seeing Tesla kind of maneuver in this way. I told you guys yesterday when we had the really oddity of the falling knife recovery, trying to look at this. So now we are kind of back at that playing field here where we have a massive run down to recover from, and that run down is not going to be duplicitous in terms of we're not going to be able to get up to this 355 in the overnight session here because there's no catalyst to push it that I am aware of, but we are going to start to slowly climb through this and hopefully get everything else behind us. Technically, 4-hour 9 is in support, 4-hour 20 is in support, daily 9 has to turn, and the 4-hour 50 has to turn. So the majors are split down the middle here, but short term on these, the 9 and the 20 here are looking pretty good. Obviously on the lower time frames, we have a tremendous amount of weight in these 5-minute SMAs that just continue to kind of bear fruit for us on the day trading and scalping side. So that all looks good. SpaceX. So here's the day that I take a little bit of a bath on SpaceX, and I'm okay with that. Earnings day is, day celebration for SpaceX. I have no idea what rabbits are going to come out of the hat for these guys. All I know is that after about 3 or 4 days, we'll be back down into this territory. So I don't really care what they say or what earnings they show up, or if they're taking Martian shillings now, or talking to aliens of other planets and adding that to our portfolio. It doesn't really matter. For me, this is always has a target down here back into reality land, but spikes aren't necessary, and that's the way the market moves. Especially with meme-related stocks like this one, so I'm okay with sitting back and letting my shorts level out here. I think I'm only up 12% now. I was up 28% before. So anyway, that's okay. I'll let that run and see where we're at there. Apple. Apple on the push. So we've got a solid day here for Apple coming into this consolidation cycle. We are still in the zone here, right? So that wasn't very long. Here we go. So we're still in this consolidation zone here. We have no indication that we've pulled out of all that as of yet. I think what we're going to see, though, here is now that we've got the 4-hour 9s coming underneath us, we still have a whole pile of, let's look at these sectors as defeats. So we've got this grouping here, we've got this grouping here, and then we have the weekly 9, which is a support right in here. So I want to see that weekly 9 right here where I am, even though we are just barely above it. I want that to hold. I want Apple's next candle to be up, and I want to start attacking this this high over here at the 312 level, which is kind of coincides with the fall down level over here. So we've got to cover this ground right here and fill this up. Until we do, there's really not a whole lot to talk about. If we reject here, then we're just going to go back down to the cycle here, and we'll probably bottom out just short of this level here so that we can maintain a lower trend level line like this. Okay, so that would be the bottom floor of what we're looking at there, and then we got to kind of push on through. I'd like to see it push through this cycle. I think we've had kind of what's typical for Apple on these downtrends. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm not making a recommendation to enter yet. I want this cleared first so that we know what we're tackling. I much more rather face this head on after getting through the first bounces push that was rejected. So if we could take that first bounce push rejection and put it underneath us, that gives me some strength that we're going to be able to take on these next groupings here. That's it on Apple. It's making a good run of it today, though. That's for sure. Great day trade. I mean, you've got these consolidation runs where you can, do things like ride the 9 on the 5-minute, stuff like that, or the 15-minute even. So yeah, always a lot of fun to day trade and stuff like that. I'm trying to always give longer term concepts for people, though, from that standpoint. Amazon.
Where are we going on SPY today?
You're
on Amazon
I gotta
now.
move it up again. Oh my god, I gotta move it up again. Holy
773.
shit.
What the heck?
Oh,
What are we
man.
missing?
I don't know, but
They found the.
I'll tell you what I'm missing. I'm missing 1,300 per contract.
Dude,
That's
this
what
is,
I'm
I'm telling you, we've been doing this for a long time. I haven't seen
Yeah.
a run as clean as we
Yeah.
had today
Look at that.
in years. In
Look at
years, this is
this.
absolutely insane. It's like we
Look
got
at
the
how
best news of
steady.
the world, and
But I
the
didn't see
market
it. Did
is.
you see anything?
No, man.
I didn't
This
see
is
it.
absolutely manipulation. They're what I know what they're doing. People trying to go to August on vacation and they short or they get out because they don't want to be exposed. And there you go. This is it. This is what they get in their faces.
Unbelievable.
Absolutely. And the volume is not that high.
The biggest news of the day is the Trump coin's down 95%.
You have, it's crazy. You have usually 4 or 5 2% days in the entire year.
Yeah.
Today, out of nowhere, we have a 2% day. We just hit literally 2% right now. So I got shorts. I got shorts for August 17 on SPY 7060.
Yeah, you'll be fine. You have plenty of time for this.
Yeah, I know. I thought we were gonna stop at 771.50. I was wrong. Or I mean 772.
Oh, here we go.
We hit 773
here coming now.
Yeah. But this is absolutely incredible. Incredible are we doing here with nothing.
Wow.
What do you think? I'm kind of lost here today. Why is AMD up 9% before earnings? Does someone know something that we don't know?
I don't know.
This is very odd. You don't see a company move as drastically.
Not with
on
the
the
shenanigans we've had lately with the earnings, ripcord being pulled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. The LTR 30%. Your Credo. Even SpaceX is mooning.
Yep. Yep. We got a lot of action today. A lot of action.
It's going to be interesting later on today.
Let's see if we lose a 5-minute here for it. I don't know.
Listen, this is so crazy. My mother even called me from Portugal. What do I do more with my Microsoft stocks? Did you have Microsoft? I had no idea. This is the kind of investor. She had no idea they had earnings last week. Nothing. I said, what are you doing? I
Well, you're
got you.
supposed
I
to be
guess she got
managing that for
lucky.
her. You're supposed to be managing that
No,
for
she
her.
has a guy and all that. I give her some
Yeah, I see.
tips here and there, but
Here's
fair
the
money.
VIX. VIX has woken up, broke the 4-hour nine. We're seeing a little bit of SPY giving back a whole $2 out of the six, 16 that it had for today. So uh, still up almost 2%. Yep, I think we finally
Insane.
potentially found the top here from this as it's running away. We're starting to see the VIX kick in to react a little bit here, but we will see. We will see. Not, I didn't think it's going to
Yeah.
give too much back, to be honest with you.
No, we probably yeah, 770 maybe.
Yeah.
70s around that area.
Yep.
And then see what happens. Unless something comes out of the Iran war. I'm shocked today, man. I'm shocked. I've been trading SPY for a long, long time. And this was an insane run. And the thing is, back to back.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
have trend days. And like, again, guys, it's incredible. Like the market probabilities. Tuesday and Thursday is trend day. Look at this. Trend day today again.
Yep.
Not on Mondays. That's why I was shocked yesterday with the trend.
Pretty crazy.
Again today. I know. Well, it's great for stocks.
It
Stocks only
is.
go up.
Stocks
Our
only go up.
401k
Left
is
to right,
looking
everything goes
amazing.
up. Everything goes up. Only up.
No.
That's how we got to do it. All right, let's see. I think I think covered everything I'm going to cover. Does anybody have any questions for us? Either one of us? Complaints? Complaints, you can give him the ginger. I'll take the questions. He'll take the complaints. All right.
Did you hear the questions from Big Daddy?
No. Did he ask a question? Am I not hearing?
Amazon to 300. Yeah. He's asking Amazon.
Wait, he's asking like
Amazon.
physically talking?
Yeah, he is talking. You mute him and you don't know. Shame on you.
I didn't mute him. He's not muted. How can I not hear him?
I can hear you, Big Daddy.
That's so weird.
You're good.
Why can't I hear him? Shit.
Did you mute him by now? No, he's not muted.
No, I don't have him muted. And
interesting.
yeah,
no, I can hear him.
That is so weird. I have my volume all the way up in my head. So I can hear you clearly through here. That's what makes it so odd. I hear you through here, so you're coming through the same channel he is. Anyway, okay, what was Amazon to 300? Okay, I heard the message, so the message went like clanging around. Amazon to 300. Okay, well, it's not a far spike to get to, right? But we do have a little bit of concern. So let me show you what that looks like here. Let's do this actually. Let's leave this one alone. Let's go to let's demolish my CRTO daily so that I can give you Amazon daily. All right, so here we are. Look at the freaking gaps that we have here and the little bit of pullback that we had, right? So earnings kicked ass, pushed us on through here. We were in a somewhat of a down channel, trend channel here, right? We've broken out. This gives this whole area the availability to be back tested. On an uptrend, we don't fall. It just doesn't. It doesn't work. I can't connect points here to give me a realistic outcome for where we go in terms of getting to 300. The good news is that you know this pump was pretty intense, but look where we are right now. We're at 278.78. We are right here at the last breakdown, and we're steady right here. So until we take and hold that again, right yesterday we had it. Today we opened below it. And we came up, pushed through it, and now we are rejecting, or we're just sitting right at that. So to be honest with you, go back to the older days of when I used to do this. I really want to see the days close above the high of the loss on the breakdown that we had last. That would make me feel a lot more comfortable in a push up here. But the truth of the matter is that looking at this structurally, we had our push down. This thing's got to run up. Yes, these are nasty gaps, but they don't mean anything. April taught us one thing, that those gaps don't mean they have to be filled now. They could be filled a month from now or 2 weeks from now. And nothing's really changed on Amazon's side to pull it back. I don't see any news pushing there or whatever. I just see a healthy pullback here and then us trying to climb back out. So show me we can climb back out, and then I'll take you to 300. If we can't climb back out, if we're stuck underneath this wick here, then I'm going to tell you we're probably going to consolidate here a little bit more before we go. And that consolidation could include us coming down to the 4-hour 9 for a back test. Gingy, you see it any differently?
No, I agree with you. I was looking at it. I just don't like this gap here below us.
Yeah.
But if we can hold the gap here, we can have another push. We are on the 4-hour.
Hold on. You're going to
You're
have to,
right.
if you want to share the chart, you can,
Okay.
but I don't see your
Yeah,
charts.
let me share. Yeah, let me share.
You're all right.
Really
You sound
quick
like
so we
you're
can
falling down a little bit.
Hey, let me grab myself up.
There you go.
Oh man.
All right, your chart's
Look.
live.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so here there's a couple of levels here. Do you see? This is the previous day high, previous day close. This was our candle after hours. And okay, we reject here the Asia eye.
Yeah.
So it needs to hold. Look, this wick, we need to hold this wick here and this CMA for this 274 level right here to continue. A break above that will get us to the next level, and it's step by step here. It's very hard. Look how this goes. See, this is why it's so hard.
That's why I was pointing out. It's just a nightmare.
Yeah,
but look
it's
left. Look left a little bit more there.
Yeah,
That's the problem.
Yeah. It's very hard. Look, this is the structural right there, structural pivot level. So for us to continue up, a daily candle needs to close above that. Okay. If we don't, we're gonna come and close the gaps to the downside. So that is my recommendation. If we can close this today, the daily, let's see how the weekly looks like. Yeah, see the weekly here.
Yeah.
This is crucial here to hold this level. But we can come down here and then bounce. It's very tough when you have those kind of gaps on the daily. Like we're in an island. Every single time a stock is in an island, it's in no man's land.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. Right here, this is very hard to trade because you can come down here and bounce. You can come down all the way here and retest this level and the 90 EMA then to bounce. You see where we are?
You could go further. You could go all the way down to your rectangle down there.
I know. Yeah. That will be hard because it needs to break the EMAs, all of them at once. But eventually, over time, it can. But it won't there on a straight shot. It will come here, bounce, come, bounce, and all that. But yeah, this is hard to trade right now. If you go on the 4-hour, gives you a little bit more of a structure. But again, this spike here is very vertical. And you have almost kind of like a support area around here. It's around the 21 EMA, around 259, 260. So it needs to hold that level. Here, first it break above this one, this pivot level, and hold definitely 275, 274 here for more upside. Oh, my puts are already banking, guys.
Nice.
Already making money there.
Oh, look at that.
So yeah, already making good money there. What are they now?
All right.
Nice. Okay, that's it. Yeah, keep Amazon is. I love that. You got to be also careful because every single time that we get above all-time highs, and the first candle did close above the previous ones. Now the second candle also needs to close above previous all-time highs to continue the move here. So very, very, very hard here on Amazon. If I was not in this, I would not trade it. I
enter.
will
Yeah.
wait. Yeah, I would not enter.
Yep.
If you're already in take profits, yes, absolutely. Just hold to see what happens there. But I will. I'm starting to look at Apple, guys. Apple looks very, very interesting here. I want to see what happens today.
Yep.
But I might trade Apple here. Apple's, if we don't claim this area here, this 320, and we go there and reject, I'll play Apple to the downside. Yeah, I think I said that this morning as well. So keep an eye on there. Okay, everyone. Trade safe. Be careful. This market is absolutely crazy. Today is the epitome of straight manipulation. There's nothing in the market that would
No, and
guide
you
you
can see,
to this.
and you can see the VIX is just absolutely suppressed right now. So
Yeah, when you see the a Tetris game here, almost there's something wrong, right? When you just go like this, up, there's no red candles, there's no retesting anything. We're just melting up there. Be careful, and this happens a lot when you have low volume. So August is known for that. It's easy for them to manipulate this. I want to see how big is the daily volume today after we look. So far we're down there, and the weekly. I've been looking at the weekly too here. This is a little bit higher yesterday, so we'll see what's happening here. I want to see this volume. It's not bad today, and what we have on the monthly here. So that tells you how real this bounces and this move to the upside is or not, depending on the amount of volume that we have here. Okay, everyone, enjoy your gains. I'm pretty sure that everyone is very happy today.
yeah, it should be.
Yep.
Okay.
See you
Thanks,
later,
Ginger.
Banana. Good night.
Everybody else have anything? Oh, I see a little typing there. What do I got there? Oh no, Big Daddy said thanks. All right, cool. Anybody else? Last call for alcohol.
It's funny. I was joking in the morning. I put there on the chat to the moon.
Yeah, and
it
there
was
we
to
go.
the stratosphere.
Yeah.
It was to Mars. I got it wrong.
We passed the moon. We left the moon in the moon dust.
Yeah, I know,
for
man.
sure.
We're
Look at
almost at Mars
Soxel,
right now.
140, 142 today so far. Soxel, dang.
Almost 20%.
Oof.
Look at PLTR,
Yeah.
164, man.
Yep.
Holy
Yep, it's
crap.
ripping. Holy
Up
cow.
30%.
Wait, we hit Qs. We hit triple Q 724. That's the resistance zone that we've been looking for a while. How did we get all the way up there today? I didn't even see that.
It's insane. The push today to the upside was absolutely
just
crazy.
in the last 10 minutes. Pushed
Look
up
at my indicator. I
Jesus
was looking at
Christ.
this. I never thought we would just hit the 200 and explode like we did today. Look
Yeah.
at here on triple Qs. We hit the 200.
Yep.
And we just now we are there is 76 right there. Probably
Yeah.
will hit there.
Okay.
We claimed this 173. That was the first layer. We'll see what happens here, but this is quite impressive today on the bounce here. I'm shocked. Keep it. This is where you see, guys, where our stocks that are weak on a
Yeah.
bounce like this today. Meta is red on the day. That's not a good sign. Okay, so keep an eye. I'm gonna look here on Meta too. It's down 0.5%. So we'll see. He has to clear. It's not even close yesterday's higher day. He cannot clear yesterday's close of day here. We can spike here to the 200 and then see what happens there. But I'm going to keep an eye on this. This might be interesting meta here too. Showing weakness. Okay.
Awesome.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
If you wanna hit the river, you need to be a river.